greater efficiency for trade and investment with the Indonesia-Japan Local Currency Settlement Framework. On 5 December 2019, the Ministry of Finance Japan, JMOF, and Bank Indonesia, BI, signed an MOU to promote the use of local currencies, Indonesian rupiah and Japanese yen, for the settlement of trade of goods and services as well as direct investment. Establishment of the Indonesia-Japan Local Currency Settlement Framework, which has been effective since 2020. With the framework, Indonesian and Japanese businesses and individuals will be able to effectively source IDR in Japan as well as JPY in Indonesia to settle trade, direct investment, and remittance transactions, reducing the risk of over-reliance on the dominant currency. Benefits of using the LCS framework: manage exchange rate risks arising from transactions. Lower direct exchange rate quotation and hedging costs for international transactions results in a more efficient price. Better access to local currency trade and investment financing. Opportunity to invest in financial assets, portfolio investments in IDR currency. There are 5 appointed cross-currency dealers, ACCD banks in Japan: SMBC, Mizuho, MUFG, Rizona, BNI Tokyo. Whereas there are 7 ACCD banks in Indonesia: MUFG Jakarta, BTPN, BCA, Mandiri, Mizuho Indonesia, BNI, BRI. Japanese and Indonesian business people may obtain a range of IDR and JPY denominated financial services such as deposits, foreign exchange hedging, and financing from these ACCD banks. ACCD banks in Japan are allowed to offer IDR accounts to entities in Japan. ACCD banks in Japan are allowed to provide payment orders in IDR to the entities in Indonesia. ACCD banks in Japan are allowed to offer IDR-denominated financing to entities in Japan for settlement of trade of goods and services or direct investment into Indonesia with entities in Indonesia. IDR currency proceeds from trade and direct investment transactions can be used by entities in Japan to purchase Indonesian financial assets, portfolio investments, in IDR currency. IDR accounts of entities in ACCD banks in Japan can also be used for receiving payment. The simulation below shows how direct quotation under the LCS framework is much cheaper than the conventional two-way cross-currency quotation. Japanese importers send chemicals from Indonesia with a value of IDR 5 billion. The exchange rate at the bank is as follows. In the first scenario, direct quotation of LCS is used to sell yen and directly purchase rupiah. Meanwhile, in the second scenario, cross-currency quotation is used. From these two scenarios, using LCS is way cheaper and can save up to 124,000 yen. JPY IDR direct quotation rates could be cheaper than the counter rate or remittance rate, and it will be updated daily. You can also be monitored through multiple choices of platforms such as Bloomberg, Refinitiv, ACCD's website, in-house pricing monitor, call center, and many other options. We invite you, Indonesian and Japanese businesses and individuals, to make full use of the LCS framework. And let's strengthen financial cooperation between Indonesia and Japan.